growing up in the dance world and dancing professionally, I have worn my fair share of leotards and tights. And after a very long hiatus and jumping into the training world where I wear athletic leisure wear every single day and love it, it is time for me to get a leotard and tights after 12 plus years of not wearing one. So I reached out to you guys on Instagram and asked for your favorite brands as adult dancers, and the answers were overwhelming. Hundreds and hundreds of people told me what their favorite brands were, and there were a lot of commonalities. I'm gonna give you guys my honest feedback because feeling comfortable and confident is my #1 goal. So dancers, I have not worn a leotard in 12 or more years. The very honest truth is that after I stopped dancing, it did not feel comfortable to be in a leotard. My body was changing. I had a very weird relationship with dance. I had to end my professional career on an injury, so not on my terms. And it was really hard to be in the studio or watch dance at all. I had no desire to put on a leotard or tights at all, and I leaned heavily into the athletic wear. Now, I am a dance movement specialist now. I train dancers every single day, 12 hours a day, and I love my athletic wear. And now when I take class, even ballet class, I go in my leggings, my top, my ballet shoes, and it feels good to me. And I think that that is the most important thing I have come to realize and totally support. No matter what you want to wear into ballet, wear the thing that makes you feel the best. Wear the thing that makes you feel like the queen or king that you are in the studio. When I asked all of you on Instagram, so many people had very similar responses, and there was a lot of good tips about, oh, get size up in this leotard, or if you're gonna get something in this leotard, consider this fabric. And so many of you wanted to know what other adult dancers were saying, which I completely understand. So in this video, I'm gonna not only share my opinion, but I am gonna share what hundreds of you guys said about the brands that I decided to purchase. So I don't know the rules of this. I don't know how it's supposed to go. I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion about how these leotards feel on my body and how I would wanna go into the studio ready to shoot if I was wearing one of these. Okay, so this is the Eleve Chelsea leotard, and I chose it because I love this blue color and I love the back. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is great. This back is great for anyone that feels like they want to have a little bit more coverage back here. And then I really like this lower back. It feels like it elongates my torso. The zipper, feel like a little bit of, just a little bit of sexy, but I think that this zipper might go flying down, or I would be concerned about that if I was wearing this. So I don't think that this will be my winner, although I really love the color. One thing that I heard from a lot of adults when they were commenting about the Eleve brand is they love the fabric, they love the cuts, except for the leg cut. So they were saying that a lot of them are not super high cut, and off of this I can agree. And they also said for adult legs that the leg holes felt a little small, and I can also agree with that. So this is a large, and I used the measuring tape. I went solely off of how they say all their things are gonna fit for all these leotards. And I kind of measure in between a large and an extra large. I'm a large from like here up, and then I'm an extra large from here down. So this one I'm pretty sure didn't have an extra large, which is why I just ordered the large. I'm back in blue. And this is the Fabiola leotard. Yep. And it came highly recommended. A lot of people said that they liked it. I really like it. I love this cut here. I like the mix of the mesh. It feels very supportive. I have to say that's one thing I'm feeling with the Eleve brand is I just feel like the fabric is very compressive in a good way for me. I like that feeling of feeling a little bit of extra support. That's the way I feel about my leggings. As much as I love super soft leggings, I kind of want the compression feeling, and I know everyone is different with that, but this feels very supportive. The armholes do feel just a tiny bit small, but I could deal with it. It's not make or break. It actually feels like everything is gonna stay in place, which is nice. Now, One thing I say about choosing a leotard, because if you're choosing for how you feel, for what you're gonna not be worrying about in class or worrying about in class, or if you're taking a photo, those are all different leotards. So what I'm looking for is one for photos, but also I wanna be able to wear it in class. And I'm also wearing, I think it's the dramatic high-low skirt. I'm not a skirt person. I did not grow up wearing skirts when I danced. I was like leotard and tights, or we wore shorts as I got into like more contemporary stuff later on. But I kind of like this skirt and I really like the color. And I might be a skirt person after this one. So this one's a fun one. It's gonna go in the maybe pile for sure. Okay. I am pleasantly surprised with this one. This just goes to show that don't judge the book by the cover, because when I ordered this one, I ordered it because I love this neckline and I thought that is gonna be so cleavagey, but I'm gonna try it because I have all these leotards, I might as well just try it on. But it's actually not. It actually, I feel completely covered. This is not a worry. I am not gonna pop out of this. I feel quite supported in this. And I really love the difference in fabric to the waist. I think that that's really pretty. And I think it kind of draws the eye into that little hourglass. And because of the seam, it actually makes me feel like I'm really supported right in the center here. One of the things I've worked really hard on and going to be continuing to work on this is being able to look in the mirror and say, this looks good on me, or this makes me feel good, not this or that makes that look bad. I think we are prone to negativity. I think we're prone to find the things that we don't like about ourselves that we think everybody else is judging us about. And it turns out nobody else is thinking those things. I do not walk into the dance studio and ever think, oh, what is that girl wearing that leotard for? That looks hideous. Or, oh, those thighs. I know that we feel most judged about the areas that we feel the most self-conscious about, and we project on other people and say they must be thinking the same thing about me. So trying on all these leotards is a tricky balance, but a good balance, I hope, of what will I feel fantastic in, what will allow me to dance my fullest with the most passion and not be worrying that things are popping out or popping out here, or that I'm feeling self-conscious about something. Now, I can either choose to change that, right? I don't have to feel self-conscious about something. There are tools and tips that I can use over time to work on those things, and I have. And I also can find a balance of making sure that the clothing I'm wearing elevates me to feel my best, so I can give my best inside of the studio. So I feel really great in this leotard. And in stark comparison, do you guys remember, if you've been with me for a while, when I talked about the white unitard? Yes, white unitard. I did not try on a white unitard for you because I don't ever want to wear one again. But for a year of my training life, every single day, I had to wear a full white unitard in ballet class. And everyone, all 15 of us, or however many there were, had to wear unitards. But I was the only one who had to wear a white one. And I've talked about on other videos how traumatic that was and how detrimental that was to that year of me actually training, because I felt so bad about my body. I wasn't able to focus on ballet. In stark comparison, leotards like this are making me feel my very best and really wanting to be in class, really wanting to give 100%, and feeling confident and great that nothing's gonna pop out, that I'm not overexposing myself in any way. And I'm grateful that leotards have come a long way. And I'm also in full support of you wearing whatever makes you feel your best in class, especially as an adult. Leotard, Lululemon, Target, whatever it is, I don't care. Feel great in your body, but happy with this leotard, and I'm gonna go try on the next. So this is the Elizabeth. The pattern, I tried. Guys, I like solid colors or very specific patterns. And so this was my attempt at a pattern. And for me, not the best hit. I think this leotard could really work for somebody who has a bigger chest And the leg holes on these leotards, I completely agree with all of you. The leg holes feel a little bit small as an adult, but it just feels like they dig right here on me. And it's so, I can see that having a little higher cut. And I think I did order one leotard in a higher cut, different brand. So I'm excited to try that one on later. Ooh, okay, this one's the Alison. I really like this one. I love this color. This is one of my favorite colors. I like it. I love a high neck if it fits just right. This feels like one of the more comfortable armpit ones that I've tried on in this brand. And the back, I like the back height. I like the two-tone fabric. The leg hole seems to be a little bit better on me. And then I like this little cut right here with the fabric coming in. It feels really nice. This would be like the ultimate contemporary leotard, I feel like. Oh, looks like there's like a little blemish here. That's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer. There's like a little blemish on the leotard. I may not be able to keep this one. But this one's really comfortable. This would be a great option. Okay, I pulled out the ones from Tutulist. So some of these I don't even know what brands they are, including this one. And I'm kind of in love. I love this neck. The leg holes are really comfortable and it's in great shape. Love that, the great shape. My only question is the neck feels just a little tight, but I have to decide if I could deal with that because it may not be too bad. But what a great secondhand find. You know how you get tired of things and then you want to move them on and there's someone else's gem? It's kind of how I feel about this leotard. I'm like, oh, this is a gem. I can't believe someone got rid of this. Okay, this is another one from Tutulist. Again, no idea what brand, sorry. But what I am finding is that Tutulist is great. I mean, everything I ordered is in really good condition. I don't know if this is my winner for the one leotard that I'm gonna get for a photo shoot, essentially, but this would be a great leotard for everyday class. And I mean, when you're buying secondhand, we're not spending 80 bucks on a leotard, right? So you could buy like 3 or 4 for the price of one. Guys, God, this one was a mistake. First of all, I would not have ordered this color. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not my color. It is way too small or it is super high cut. I'm not sure which one. This does prove to me that I am not super comfortable in a high cut and I like something with more full coverage. It is very uncomfortable, but I'm going to show you because this is exactly how I imagined leotards would feel trying on. Uncomfortable, like my body doesn't fit in them, like my body's not made right. But I have tried on so many leotards that I went off of my measurements, not off of the size that I think I am or that I want to be, and they fit really well and I have felt really good in them. This is the little reminder I needed of what it feels like to go off of what I think should be or what other people deem as acceptable. And most of the time it's in my own brain, so it doesn't even matter. This was a good experience, but this one's a no. So I am just going to back myself out of here and go try on another one. So this is So Dance, and like the color, I like the fit. I think the leg holes feel much more comfortable than in the past leotards I've tried on, same with the armholes. A lot of you guys said that if you want to have a larger size range, if you're a little bit curvier, bigger chest, bigger legs or bum, that So Dance was the brand. And when I went online, I definitely see why. And trying them on, I can feel that the leg holes feel much more comfortable than in the other leotards I've tried on so far. So that's nice. The material is a little bit thinner, but not too thin. I would not say this is a thin leotard. It's just the Eleve brand had a little bit thicker feel to it. And then this skirt, again, I'm not a skirt person, but I'm trying it different. I don't love it. I feel like it just accentuates my spot, which is my thighs. And this would not make me feel comfortable in class, but I have seen plenty of dancers wearing skirts like this that look so cute. And I think it could be cute. I just don't feel comfortable in it. So let's try on the next one. Okay, so in the SoDance brand, they have some options that are curvy and not. And I decided I wanted to see what the difference was, because as I said earlier in the video, I tend to have a smaller waist, and then my chest doesn't measure and match to the size that my hips are. So in deciding on sizes, I fall between two sizes in one chart, and then I found as close to coordinating in the curvy. So this is the large in the whatever leotard this is. So this is the medium curvy in the same leotard, and there is a difference, but there's not a difference. I'm like, am I imagining this, or does it feel more supportive? I do feel like it feels more supportive than the other one. I even checked to see if the lining that's in this one is in the other one, and it is. But this one feels just a little bit more supportive. So I don't know if they make them different, but as far as sizing goes, I would say that these are very similar. So I don't know. Again, going off the measurements, I could fall into either of these. And if I was gonna keep this leotard, I would actually keep the medium curvy because I like the way the leg holes and then the supportiveness in the chest feels. Okay, next leotard here. I love the blue. I like the top again. I think I'm discovering that I like the sheer on the top. I think it breaks up the leotard really nicely. And then the back is really pretty. I like that back a lot. This could be a winner for me. My only question is I wish it was just a little bit more supportive in the chest. I don't feel like I'm loosey-goosey, but I wonder if when I'm jumping, like, am I really gonna love it? It's a question mark. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to put this one back on later on and try. And then the skirt, I don't mind it. I don't know, guys. I'm not really a skirt person, I don't think. Okay, we're on to LuckyLeo's. So this is one I hadn't heard of, but you guys highly suggested it, and you said the fabric is thicker and it has good adult sizes. So I got two of the same leotard, and I got regular leg and then high cut. I'm gonna try on again. The plunging back is pretty. I like the high here, but for me, there's like that little gapping that's happening. And for this one and my shoulders, I think it would depend on the style of dance that I'm doing. It feels like it might slip off my shoulder. Like, yep, there we go. So this one is probably not the style for me, but the material is really thick. The leg holes feel nice. It feels supportive. I think that I would give them a try in a different leotard, but I'm gonna try on the high cut right now. So this is the high cut. I don't know. Whew, guys, I'm showing my butt to the world. I think I've confirmed. Not a high cut person. This is better than that pink leotard. But I know that people like them because they say that they make your legs look longer. And I proportionally have shorter legs. I have a longer torso. So I don't know. Should I be wearing a high cut leotard to make my legs look longer? I don't know. Does it really matter? No, because I don't feel comfortable in it. So it doesn't matter what is supposed to make your proportions look a certain way if you don't feel comfortable in it. So last Lucky Leotard. This one feels much better. The cut feels much better on me. The fabric is still pretty thick and supportive. I like this little detail here. I feel like it gives a little dimension. One thing I'm not loving is it feels like the elastic kind of around here and here. It feels like it's kind of buckling a little bit. Like, you know, I don't know what that is. I'm not a seamstress, but just being honest. But actually, if I had just a little bigger chest, that might fill out and not be a problem at all. I'm happy with the Leos, the Lucky Leos. I think that they feel like a pretty good quality, and I'm happy with them as looking at maybe more of the adult sizes as opposed to some of those kid sizes that we sometimes try to squeeze our bodies into. So that's all of the leotards. If you've made it this far, let's do a quick recap of what I thought. In terms of quality of fabric, I think that the Eleve brand had the thickest and most supportive feeling leotards of all the ones that I ordered. Then I think LuckyLeo's, and then I think SoDanca. As far as adult sizes, I think SoDanca had really nice range of sizes, and then LuckyLeo, and then Eleve. So I get to choose one leotard right after this, and I'm gonna be wearing it this week in my photo shoot that we will be filming, and you might see an appearance from one of your favorite adult dance teachers and inspirations, Catherine Morgan. We're gonna be talking about ways to pose that fit best for your style, your technique, your body type. I hope that this video inspired you to get in the studio, love your body, dress it well, build the confidence, and find the confidence in the leotard that makes you feel the best in the studio. There is no perfect leotard. There is no perfect butt dimple. We all have imperfections and things that we're self-conscious about, but finding the outfit, whether that's a leotard, athletic wear, sweatpants, whatever it is that makes you dance your very best, I say own it and wear it. So hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in our next video.